veterans, the Tea Party, just tens of thousands of audits and harassments and bank accounts being shut down and people being indicted for crooked toenails, while this guy just commits crimes wall to wall and then goes and gives speeches to the media about we need to brainwash the public against guns. And then he has the nerve to get up when he went to Ferguson. He has the nerve to go there and talk about racism and how he's this big victim of it. That's why people don't like him now. I mean, give me a break, Holder. I bet Holder's never been attacked by white people physically. I have been attacked racially. I was thinking about it just a few nights ago, and I don't dislike black people because of it. I realize there's racist, whites, blacks, you name it, but it's seen as kosher and acceptable by some blacks to attack white people because there's a score to settle. And if somebody weighs 250 pounds, well, I bet I can beat up this 180-pound guy back in the day. A little bit more than 180 pounds now. 230 pounds. Was 275. That's how fat I got. But long story short, I have literally been called a cracker honky and had my head hammered into the concrete. And when my hair all falls out, there's a giant scar right here from like 15 stitches where my head completely split open. I mean, I've had black people try to kill me in Dallas over and over and over again. I mean, you'll hear about some black family attacked by the Klan once or some old black man beat up. It's terrible. They had movies about that. What about me? What about me, Holder? I'm sick of you playing race card. How dare you? I bet money you never had a truck of white guys pull up and beat the living hell out of you. So I'm sick of it. I don't have any guilt. I'm not racist. I don't like Obamacare because it's a screw job and raises 21 taxes, 7 of them on people on the poverty line, working poor. It's got death panels on it. I don't care if you're a black veteran, a white veteran, a Hispanic veteran. It makes my blood boil that they got secret death lists that we already knew about years ago. We had all the veterans groups on. Joyce Riley was talking about secret death list and not giving treatment to troops with witnesses from the VA 15 years ago on this network. Morning host. And I would go interview the people as well. It's not because I'm some hero I expose this. I see these Wounded Warrior TV shows and, ads. Great. Give them money. I think it's great. But what about just taking care of troops and making sure the veterans get the health care and don't get put on a secret death list? Oh, we're not going to give you kidney surgery. We're not going to give you eye surgery. We're not going to give you heart surgery. You're 60 years old and had a heart attack. Just go take some painkillers. How about that discrimination? We're all being discriminated against while our money's stolen and taken offshore to pay off derivatives. We're all having fluoride put in our water. We're all being fed GMO. We're all being spied on by the NSA. And I think the legacy of Holder is a race-baiting, anti-gun criminal who staged Fast and Furious and got caught. We have them announcing that they were doing this thing in Mexico to blame the Second Amendment a year before Fast and Furious broke. Okay? They all knew. They launched it. They ran it. His legacy, though, is you didn't get the guns despite the fact that you pulled off the stage stuff at Sandy Hook. Clearly, the Boston bombing was staged. Had a top former CIA field commander on. Highly respected by the U.S. Army, on here last week saying those were both staged. And guess what? It's not just because he said it. We know the players. We know what went on. Bare minimum, Tamerlan Tsarnaev was in a State Department program for the CIA deployed under a fake name, and the Russians blew his cover 2 years before. And that's a little message to everybody who goes and works for the CIA or the FBI as an asset. Once his cover was blown, he was put out there as a decoy and a drill, and then they were set up so they could take the fall, and the police state could pose as heroes. And that's just a fact, ladies and gentlemen, just like Oklahoma City was a staged event. So I want to talk about the real reason Holder stepped down. He stepped down because he's bringing too much heat on him, and they need to bring some new puppet in so they can get the football across the finish line. But they got 50 yards to go, and they don't have a first down. And if they pull some false flag or something, we're watching them. We're not flat-footed. That's the thing. Once these criminals are called out, they're absolutely powerless. So this is a victory that he's being forced to step down. I'll give the number out when we come back and get into more news.
Recent events have shown just how vulnerable we are to deadly viruses, bacteria, and fungus. These diseases are all caused by infectious pathogens that often get the upper hand on conventional medical treatments. Now more than ever, there's a great need for a product that will help protect us. Look no further. Supernatural Silver can provide immune system support to help fight off these deadly pathogens. Supernatural Silver is a new and vastly improved type of silver solution that's safe and extremely effective against 143 types of bacteria, both forms of viruses, mold, and yeast. Supernatural Silver can be taken orally or used topically and can be used in a nebulizer or vaporizer for inhalation. With over 180 scientific studies by independent universities, hospitals, and research institutions, Supernatural Silver is a powerful weapon against disease. Go to supernaturalsilver.com and use the promo code SILVER2014 for 20% off your entire order. Give you and your loved ones a fighting chance with Supernatural Silver.
Question: could too many GMO foods and toxins be overloading your digestive and immune systems? Answer: yes. If you're searching for a powerful detox that's gentle enough to use every day, use Pro-EM1 from Teraganix. Pro-EM1 is a powerful liquid probiotic that uses good bacteria to suppress pathogens and gently eliminate toxins from your body. A healthy digestive system will cleanse and remove toxins, support weight loss, improve absorption of food nutrients, and aid in controlling yeast and other infections. Pro-EM1 is made with only non-GMO and certified organic ingredients, has no preservatives, and is dairy, soy, wheat, and gluten-free. Pro-EM1 is the key to your digestive health. Order Pro-EM1 Daily Probiotic Cleanse at Teraganix.com, spelled Teraganix.com, or call toll-free 866-369-3678. That's 866-369-3678. Also available through Amazon Prime. Pro-EM1 from Teraganix. Life's getting better.
Listen up. GCN Live teams with Prepper and Shooter magazine to offer an amazing exclusive deal. Be one of the first 1,000 listeners to visit GCNlive.com and click the Prepper and Shooter image. Then receive a free issue of Prepper and Shooter magazine. Choose the third issue with rock legend Mark Farner from Grand Funk Railroad on the cover and get the first 2 issues absolutely free. This exclusive offer ends September 30th, so get your free issue of Prepper and Shooter now, only at GCNlive.com.
This is Dan Pilla. Do you owe the IRS money you can't pay? Are tax debts crippling you? I've defended people from the IRS for over 30 years. I've helped thousands, and I can help you too. I wrote the book on IRS settlement, and I'm telling you, there's no such thing as a hopeless case. Call 800-34-NO-TAX to finally get free of IRS debt. With the IRS's new programs, there's never been a better time to solve your problem. Call 800-34-NO-TAX. That's 800-34-NO-TAX, or my website, danpilla.com.
We all have our own idea about what being safe and secure means. The door's locked, bills are paid, you've got a job that keeps the lights on, and a home to call your own. But what happens when Mother Nature throws a curveball?
I'm telling you, take cover.
Are you prepared to live without electricity or passable roads for weeks at a time? Do you even have a plan B? If you do, are you willing to bet your life on it?
Children left with no homes.
And no one's coming to help them.
The first step towards self-reliance in the face of disaster is a visit to MyPatriotSupply.com. There you'll find the absolute best prices on storable foods, non-GMO seeds, emergency water filtration devices, and so much more. All orders over $49 qualify for free shipping in the lower 48 states. Call 866-229-0927. That's 866-229-0927 and speak to one of our preparedness advisors today, or visit us at MyPatriotSupply.com. Remember, before it's time to survive, it's time to prepare.
Do you know why that was not done? There are exceptions to that rule. I do not know, however. Again, Mr. Chairman, I don't know. 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 That I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know whether or not. I just don't know. I don't know exactly how IRS is constructed. I don't know when the subpoena was issued. Well, I don't know precisely. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know the specific questions. Now, again, I don't know what happened.
Well, either you know or you don't know.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I just don't know when. I don't know. I'm not sure I know what you're talking about.
All right.
I did not know. I don't know what you are going to ask me. I didn't know. I Technically, I don't know. I don't know.
I see nothing. I know nothing.
I don't know. InfoWars is live. And I'm your host, Alex Jones. Thank you for joining us again on this Thursday, 25th day of 2014. I came in before the broadcast and I said, I see you have the red siren on, a la Drudge. Imitation is the most sincere form of flattery, obviously. And I said, why is it up? The stock market or Holder? And I guess the siren is out for both. And that's what I like, is that my crew is just basically acting on their own. They know what's going on. They're as informed as I am, or more so, and there's a great synergy here. We only bring out the siren when something big happens. And the Dow Jones Industrial Average continues to fall. That's not good when it falls in early trading, as everyone knows. This is shades of 2008. And it has fallen 234.40. Will the Plunge Protection Team, or the President's Committee on Open Markets, as it's called properly, that Reagan set up after the '87 crash, try to stabilize things? It's now been used. I'm not defending Reagan or even Bush Sr., but early on it was mainly used to actually stabilize the stock market. Now under Clinton and Bush 41 and Bush 43, actually, 42. I can't even get my presidents right now. Since Clinton, they have been using it to manipulate the stock market in a big way. And so if they don't pump it back up, you know that they want it to go down, to then politically demand a bunch of new banking powers, a bunch of new banking regulations. Wasn't just 880-something billion that the big banks ended up getting. They got literally hundreds of trillions of dollars of derivatives to be federalized and globalized worldwide. But the U.S. is the vast majority, over 60%. Even the Wall Street Journal admits it's now 2 quadrillion globally. That's 2,000.2, because it was 2.2 last time we pulled it up from the Wall Street Journal. So it's estimated at 2,200 trillion. It's really hard to even get my mind around those numbers and say them on air. But it's like a Zimbabwe $100 million note that it would cost to have dinner. You'd have to have $100 million to have a basic dinner when the inflation a few years ago peaked in Zimbabwe. Hey, it's not as bad as it used to be. I'm told it only cost a few million now to get a sandwich, not 100 million. So it's gotten a little bit better. Can you imagine what this will do to everybody's savings and the rest of it? So if it does continue to plunge this week or next week or whenever, just know it's rigged and that they have decided to do it. But it is continuing to fall as we speak right now. Now it's down another 15 points or so. The last minute, it's now down 246 points. Now, will they just ride it down like a rigged casino and watch everybody jump out and then buy because they know it's about to go back up this afternoon? Sure. I mean, when the market's rigged, you can ride it up, ride it down, ride it all over the place because you're part of the insider group. What's your take on all of this? So what's bigger news, the stock market? What do you think is more important, the stock market or Eric Holder? At the end of the day, both are just rigged commodities and just fronts for the shadowy machinery behind the curtain. But through all of these stories, we can learn what the little man behind the curtain's really up to and really doing. You can almost call this broadcast Behind the Curtain News or Paradigm Shift, because it isn't about believing what I believe. It's about learning what's really going on, and then from your perspective, deciding what you're looking at. Of course, a lot of folks have found that what I think I'm seeing is a lot more accurate than what almost anyone else is saying. We'll be right back. The toll-free number to join us on any of these news items or issues. There's a lot of other news coming up. 800-259-9231. 800-259-9231.
We're on the march.